Alrighty, let's put this show on the road. As always, a quick check just to make sure that everyone can hear me, and the stream on YouTube is actually starting because there was an accident which happened on Sunday. Okay, good, you can hear me. Greetings everyone, my name is Ederville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. In this live session, I'll cover a combination of both ViralStar levels and levels that I find online. I'll begin with this stage, Super Hard by Updogg, with 20 plays and a score of -5. So here are the ground rules. You may submit up to 2 levels at a time. Please leave the level ID in the live chat, preferably on YouTube. But as I said, please submit no more than 2 levels at a time, and you may submit levels made by other authors too, if you so desire. So welcome to stream Eduardo, Jaden, Jerryman, Snivy, Dibooman, Leonardo, Lipatio, YouTube, and everyone else. Glad you could all make it. And I apologize if I missed your name in the list, as well as any of the lurkers and people on the other sites. Yep, Snivy, I added all the levels that were added to the level submission subthread. The latest ones, at least. If they're duplicate levels like for the Mega Man RPG thing, I took the latest one. I can't shake the feeling that this is a troll level of some sorts, and I missed the exit somewhere. We have plain level geometry, the background's just brown, and no enemies whatsoever. And no checkpoints either. So there may be off-screen spikes as well, depending on how this goes. That looks suspicious. And lo and behold, that was where the exit was. I knew it. I knew they would pull off something like this. Oh, by the way, here's the history of all the levels I played. Please don't submit a level I already played, assuming you didn't make a major update to it. If you did, feel free to resubmit it. And there's a level queue to see what the current queue of levels are. So yeah, I understand why this got a negative score. Second up is Cannon Ducts by Snivy Master Elite, with 108 plays and a score of 39. Pretty impressive play and score count, all things considered. Well, to you, Snivy. I swear there were a few games with levels titled Cannon Ducts. Gotcha, Lipatio. I'll play it sometime after the World Travel Series, Part 4. And yes, I know, it's based off the Magmol series. Well, at least it seems familiar to I think it's Magmol 2. Magmol 2 Y-Star 2 Stage 1. Isn't that the stage with the rising and lowering water? Gotcha, Jerry Man. I'll add that second level ID after this stage. And replacing essentially those firing blocks with these enemies. I'm not sure what to call those firing blocks in the original level. But essentially they function about the same way as here. We even maintained the original alternate path. I thought this was an automatic scrolling section, but I guess not. It couldn't be replicated. Sure, Lipatio. I'll add it to the queue once I'm done. Oh yeah, one of them did have charge shot cannons. I know. You're right, Jaden. I don't mind them, to be honest. It just depends on the implementation, along with most level design elements, to be honest. Bye, Mecha Kuros. Be the enchanted person? That sounds awesome. Yeah, I will play the level in its entirety, Daibuman. Because I never fully completed it, and I only did that for a comparison, I don't count it as already being played. Compared with the worst level in Magmal 2's Fortress, I honestly feel that Be the Better Person is a better level, or at least it has better potential. And it was fixed in Magmal R. It was an... I mean, comparing its Magmal 1 and Magmal R recreation, or version, the Magmal R version is one of my favorite levels in that game. That's good to hear, Gravity Beetle. This was a fun fusion of a stage. It improves even better if you realize what the original level is. Let's see... Alright, I got your next stages, Lipatio and Jerry Man. One moment, please. Sorry about that. To be honest, my opinions on the judge levels is that they got better in Magmal 2 outside of one of them, of course. But they're just okay to decent, at worst, barring one exception. And see, I did help with Droopy Hornet stage in Magmal 2, but it, to me at least, felt forgettable. I honestly liked the Pyro and Angel's levels more. Yeah, I will, Sean. Third up is I'm not sure how to pronounce this, by FunGuy06, with 9 plays and a score of 5. Then again, it's a matter of preference, Tybuman. Also, the boss battle at the end was... Even though I helped design that boss, I honestly feel it was a bit too pattern-based. And, well, we ran out of time to replace the graphics, so we ended up with programmer default graphics. Hi there, Panta. Okay, some of these spikes are never mind. I thought some of these spikes were fake. Did Temtem get released already, Jaden? Isn't it still in alpha? Oh, that's neat. Yep, I have Snivy. During my Mangle 2 Let's Play. That's creative. Showing the force, where the force beams will be coming from. So this is a hurry up and get moving stage. And it's also not only just using force beams. Oh. Okay. Bye, Toadman. Ah, the mosh pit. Yeah, this is definitely inspired by that. And that was me screwing up. Basically, taking hated ideas in Mega Man Maker and putting them in better setups. The later one was just a bug. Inner Sanctum was the worst one. You know, the bomb spike would be better if it transported me to another location. Again, the original version of Inner Sanctum was worse, before they added the damage spikes in and changed up the level design. Really, the only part that's interesting is the boss at the end. But I've ranted enough about that. Don't go for it. It's a trap. They're trying to bait me with the shiny. It seems that everything in this stage is a trap. This is simultaneously somewhat of a troll level and an anti-troll level, I guess. I don't know what to think about it other than I'm having fun. It's keeping me on my feet. This time, pay attention to the signs. I'm not going for an extra life. Hello there, Cupman. Oh, of course. They're not that easy. Inner Sanctum is the situation where Judging and making levels isn't exactly the same skill set. You can be better at judging levels but be terrible at making levels, and vice versa. Welcome to stream and channel base. Thanks for subscribing. We're edging ever closer to the 1K sub milestone. Only 7 or 8 subs left. Thank you, Frank. Inner Sanctum, that was Magmal 2's Wily Star 2 stage number 4. See, the issue of what happened with the Fortress stages in the Magmal series, at least until R, is that for the most part it was kind of more of an individual effort, so depending on the skill of the level designer, you ended up with different quality levels. And as you saw, it resulted in stuff like Inner Sanctum in 2, and Be a Better Person in 1. That being said, some of the ideas aren't bad. See what Be a Better Person was turned into in 1R. My least favorite photo stage to my favorite one. Forward up is Weapon Capsule Relay 41 by YouTube Solsh HD2 with 18 plays and a score of 4. Welcome to the stream, iWoomy. And I'll add it to the queue. As per tradition, every one of these streams has one of them. Every one of these morning streams, that is. 4 to 5, 3 to 4 screens dedicated to use of each special weapon, and every screen has its own foreground and background combinations. They act like simple tutorials for using each weapon. Be the Bigger Person, I think that's the real name. I keep mixing it up with Better and Bigger. I know there's a slight difference between the names of the 1 and 1R version. The milestone is 1K subs, or 1,000 subscribers. Sure, Gravity Beetle, I do want to play it. Send me a level ID and I'll add it. The milestone is essentially like a goal. You weren't the only one, Leonardo. Last Sunday, for some reason, the stream wasn't going on to YouTube. Alright, a milestone is basically a goal to reach. We'll see about that, Daibuman. Yeah, I forgot to mention that, but wow, Clement reached Clement reached the finale of their Sonic retrospective after 10 long years. It's more like the bubble that destroyed it. I totally didn't expect that to happen, actually. Gravity Beetle, please submit the level ID so I can cover it. I'd like to see it. One moment, I need to rearrange levels a bit. Fifth up is World Travel Part 4 Japan Normal by Lipatio with 16 plays and a score of 10. You're welcome, Eduardo. Sorry for the broken explanation at first. One of the issues was switching between reading chat and playing the game. Hey Vincenzo, welcome. Thanks, Base. My favorite of those 4 games would probably be X1, followed closely by X4. Snivy, your level is 8 up on the queue due to a mix-up. Do you want me to cover the 7th level or 8th level? It will be covered. None of the levels are that long. Let's give Proto Man time to shine. Oh, Galaxy Man. That's neat. Thank you, Gravity Beetle. Basically YouTube. That's fine, Vincenzo. And I don't mind waiting for version 1.6. For example, there are a lot of other games on my to-play list outside Mega Man, at least 40 and growing. The in-development Mega Man game? Did they mention it already? I guess it'd be Mega Man X9. Or perhaps Mega Man and Base Collection. I'm guessing it's either a new title or it's a collection series. Because we already have the Zero and ZX collection coming out. Might as well have a Battle Network collection. Make a good new Roadmaster competition or contest. Funny how you predicted the future. For the official contest, it's kind of a shame that some of the disqualified entries didn't get into the final game. Some of them look pretty good. I doubt we'll have a Battle Network 7, but we may have a Star Force 4. But that's probably in about the next decade. Make a good Nation Teen Roadmaster contest. I'm not sure what's causing that. Ah yes, Legacy Collection Tree, which contains the rest of the classic games that weren't there. See, I'd like if we have a Legacy Collection Tree, I'd like it to contain the Game Boy titles. Yeah, seriously, that's a glaring omission in the Legacy Collection. Have Tree contain the 5 Game Boy titles and N-Base. There we go, then we have 6 games in the series. Yeah, Mega Man World Collection, but just to sweeten the deal and so Mega Man Base isn't left out, just put it in there too. Whoa, lag. Which Ghost Woman are you referring to? Suddenly the stage isn't lagging anymore. Thank you, Sean. I guess the garbage collection broke or something. Oops. And there's no way to undo it, I noticed that. And before illusions show up. And here they are. Oh boy. Insert comments here. And yet I died. That last jump regardless is a bit tricky. Not really a soft lock because I can get out of it. I'm clipping onto the side of I'm clipping onto the seam in between the spike and the block. That's what's happening. This section would be so much more difficult if I wasn't playing as bass. Regardless of character though, that last jump is a pain. Seriously, because of the rain and the gap, getting through that is gonna require several attempts. can't just dash through either because, well, you see the problem. This isn't a death fest yet. You haven't seen some of the harder Kaiser levels. Sure, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to get through there. See, I need to land on those platforms. Or, guess not then, you're right, Snivy. I consider Time and Alloy Man to be their own continuity. Really, that didn't go down. This may take more than a few attempts. Okay, so they are canon. Ah, made it. Calm down, YouTube. It's not too many yet. There's only about 7 or 8 deaths in total. It's kind of like Red Cat. I think it's the retcon then. See ya, Vincenzo. Whoa. Alright then, not too bad. I guess we're entering a Japanese temple. Well, here comes the stage lagging again. If I hit another checkpoint, I'm resetting. Like now. Perhaps there's a different version then. Like the first version was cutesy, the later version was made more aggressive. Oh no. The Archie comics are in their own continuity. Kind of unfortunate because I like their storyline. Shame that they'll never get completed by this point now. IDW, please save us. It would be cool. You know what, I'm using a tank right now. Yeah, as I said, I kind of wish the Archie comics were canon in some form. They really fleshed out the Mega Man Classic universe. I really wanted to see an X series from them. As I said, hopefully IDW can pick up the slack. They already did so with the Sonic comics. Welcome to stream, Galaxy Man. Thank you for referring your cousin here. You're right, Woman. If they do rehab the Charge Shot and 2 Powered Up 2, I hope they turn down the Charge Shot sound effect. It's way too loud. The charging, I mean. Hey, Buster. Elevator section with force beams and jump blocks. What do you get if you beat the game on hard as Mega Man? I tried jumping off. As I was saying, what reward do you get if you beat the game on hard as Mega Man? Yeah, Rock on his lonesome without the armor. I wish I just called retcon his name to be Rock. But... okay. Oh no, the ladders actually make this tougher. This is... Because in order to fire upwards, I'm gonna latch onto the ladders and everything. At least it takes double damage, but... you could do with less of these... Okay, I figured out which ladder to stick on. I know, Bard. Why did you decide to go here? I think I can do it. See, if you do it diagonally, as Lipatio pointed out, it's a lot easier. I don't hate the nickname, I just like Rock more. Give me a moment because I need to add these levels. Gravity Beetle, your stage is in. Galaxy Man, your stage is in. So in general, this stage was kind of difficult, especially in the middle with the charge kick, but after that it eased up. No, for tonight I'll be relaxing Mr. Lee and just taking in more user spin levels. Sixth up is Prism Woman by Joel Gale 7 with 35 plays and a score of 15. This level was submitted by Jerry Man, or the level ID I mean. Now, if I do a Let's Play of Mega Man Powered Up, I'll actually have to do 2 playthroughs. The first playthrough I'll do with regular old Mega Man. I'll do that on hard mode. And then on my second playthrough, I will go through the game using the Roadmasters, each one individually. I will do some minor showcases of Roland Proto, but I won't complete the game in the entirety with them. After all, most of the game stays the same outside of the cutscenes. Now, I will showcase Challenge Mode though, in its entirety. Yeah, basically what Clement did. Tomorrow I'll be covering probably another ROM Hacker fan game. That's why when I do my first playthrough, I'll only go to the stage as Mega Man, but during my second playthrough, I will swap characters. And to answer your question, Iwumi, not really. Essentially they get destroyed if you use their weaknesses, but they get rebuilt. If you don't use the weaknesses and do Buster only, they don't get destroyed in the first place, hence why you can then play as them. And to answer your question, Daibuman, all the robots have essentially... I think I'm mixing up my Archie Comics continuity, but essentially over there, all the robots have an IC chip, which contains their personality and their strengths and weaknesses. If that gets damaged or destroyed, then they're permanently dead. If not, they can be rebuilt. In the Mega Man Classic series though, I guess unless they're a really advanced robot, they can always be rebuilt. Of course, and there's no checkpoint. That's why those jumps are always make me really worried. Honestly, I think that... See, robots can be rebuilt, but if you don't have their IC chip, then essentially you're replacing their personality and memories. And of course, there's also the option of cloning IC chips. And this is Wily we're talking about. I don't think he would care that much of the robot's personality and whatnot. That too, Daibuman. The IC chips seem to be more durable than usual. After all, it is kind of like their brain or heart. Or soul. Yeah, probably all three. Wait, Iceman too? That seems very arbitrary. Oh, gotcha. Really? And of course, no checkpoint. This kind of irks me of not putting a checkpoint before the boss. I know it's classic design, but that's one of the things I didn't really like of the classic series. See, it nicely introduces most of the gimmicks and enemies, but that's the thing that kind of irks me at this stage. I'll add a level to the queue once I'm done with this stage. It does. We'll find out during the Let's Play then. Thank you for the checkpoint. Is there anything down over here? Yep, I knew it. You know what, let's take the mandatory route first, then I'll take the optional one. Well, there goes that avenue. Yes. And in order to get all of them, you basically have to do the stages in reverse order. In reverse boss weakness order. Which isn't too bad when playing as Mega Man, but if you're playing as World Masters, oh boy. Gee, thanks. You could loosen up a bit on the force beams here. Visual-wise, this stage is nice. And here's where the two pathways link up each other, so let's take a look around now. Hopefully with less death this time. You again. Yep. Yep, I will me. That roll was easier than the mandatory one, even though it was shorter too. Just keep running. Good point, Dead Woman. They were technically made by Dr. Light, so wouldn't they be considered Mega Man's essentially younger brothers and sisters? What about the Mega Man 3 ones then? They were made in combination with Light and Wily. So would they be his half brothers and would they be his half siblings then? Cousins could work too. Overall, I want to like this stage, but I feel it could have been done with a bit more, at least one more checkpoint and better conveyance. Seventh up is Light Lab Stage 1 Light Crusher by IceSlasher with 20 plays and a score of 3. This level ID was submitted by iWoomy. Is this your level then? As in, did you create it? Go on, Buster. Oh, for powered up. Sure. If need be, send it to me. Oh, gotcha. I thought you were actually a new user. Gee, thanks. That's it. My thoughts exactly, Daibuman. It was serviceable, but had many limitations. It's no Mario Maker for sure. Among other restrictions like the boss room sizes. I don't know if you can ever even slide under them. I thought it was possible in the original, but doesn't seem to be the case here. Mario Maker also has Object Value Limits Buster, so the system doesn't crash under the RAM load. Was this level already covered? I'll check it after I complete it again. Because according to the completion, it's not done. I know the reason why they did so, but at the very least, they could have raised it for the Wii, for the Switch version, or for 2 at the very least. P-Use is a lot worse. Yeah, I didn't actually play this stage before, so apparently you may be confusing it with a different stage. That could happen. We played over 3,000 stages by this point. Eight up is Mega Man RPG Ting by Snivy Master Elite, with 29 plays and a score of 9. Here we go, unique idea for a stage. The Buster can go to the left, get Double Buster, or Life. Let's go for the Buster. Currency. Random generation, I guess. Oh, it's survival. Come on, little fire med. The main problem is that Mega Man Powered Up was made in a not-so-good console with not so much space. That applies to a lot more than just Mega Man Powered Up, to be honest. A lot of games made for the PSP and PS Vita, yeah, they really suffered from being on a portable console like that. There's so many gems that were just overlooked due to their choice of console. Shame, really. That's why I really wish it gets ported over to another system. Oh, I guess this is a shop. What does this do then? I guess level progress. Oh, the harder challenges. I see the idea behind this in random battles, but this is the same difficulty as before. This could be made more difficult if there's more of these gyri spawners. See, I get what they're going for, but there needs to be more variation. If powered up at the DS version, it would have so much more retention. And it would have been modded to all heck by this point. Okay, different challenge. Just like random battles in our mini RPGs. Classic RPGs. And I'll add a level to the queue base. Just give me a moment. Finish the level. See, this is more of a scaffolding or idea for a stage because it feels incomplete. What with the random battles being repeated and there's only a 50-50 chance of getting a different one. Really, they should end in a boss battle or moving on to a different world. I agree, I will meet should. Powered up, it needs to be compiled with something else. Perhaps Legacy Collection 3. Maverick Hunter X, definitely. I mean, the same graphics and physics engine is being used for X-Dive. I agree, IceSlasher. I'll give this a thumbs up for the idea, but it feels unfinished now. Alright, I'll be right back. And we're back. Ninth up is Based on the Trapeze by Gravity Beetle, with 30 plays and a score of 2. For tomorrow's morning stream, I'll probably play a fan game most likely. I don't want to go into ROM hacks just yet, because the next ROM hack I'm gonna play is gonna be on the difficult side. Nope, no level packs, just more Veersmith levels for a change. Next week I'll cover the hunt for blues. You should have a remake. That'd be interesting. A remake for a remake. Can we drop him into the pit? Get down, please. Okay then. Thank you. That's what happens if you don't have an isolated boss room. GG. Fairly easy, to be honest, beatable stage. I was expecting more challenges with the holes and whatnot. 10th up is What Did You Expect by Lozof, with 117 plays and a score of 31. Yeah, one of the easiest levels so far. Okay then. I wonder what would happen if you were smart enough to destroy that earlier. Oh. Messing with my expectations, the level. This feels like another reverse troll level, as I haven't died yet. Okay. I like to define this as an anti-troll level. It messes with your expectations, but it doesn't kill you. I was half expecting them to not exist, those earlier energy elements, but I guess they did. The props for having a different kind of level, I'd say. 11th up is Cut Warehouse by Bleak, with 19 plays and a score of 7. I rearranged the levels a bit so we didn't replay through another stage by Jerry Man right now. So right now Lipatio is 14th up, Jerry Man's 15th up. This level, the previous level felt like Fun Guy's level, although more of a pure anti-troll. The return of cut tiles. Part 370 something, maybe. I don't remember you submitting your level, so could you resubmit it, please? At this rate, for Mega Man Maker's 5th anniversary, they should release a remake of Cutman's level, or make a better version of the cut tiles. When I say better, I mean more graphically distinct. Sadly, Fireman did not become the meme. It's Cut Man. Thank you, Jedok. Frankly, I'm more worried about Sunday evening stream because I'm not exactly sure which thing to let's play. I could do another episode of Monolith, or I could try out another game. In terms of Roadmaster teams, yeah, I can see why. For Quarters teams, I still think that Wily 1 is close to it. Cutman, but more serious, but really still forgettable. Twflitholtuae is Google Dinosaur Game by GamerFromTheWeb with 76 plays and a score of 20. What did I mean by this? We're gonna be one hit point wonder here. Where are the bleeps and boops? Eep. Little Fireman's Revenge. If I was tasking this, I could have done this a lot faster. Phew. For a moment there, I thought I was gonna die several times. Bye, Mr. Lee. It's an accurate recreation of the game, but played slower. Top is Ghostingbust by Updogg with 8 plays and a score of -3. Judging by the score, I won't be able to complete this stage. No dashing either. No deaths so far. Shockingly enough. First one. Easy for you to say. Died Kaizo, I guess. But remember, square hitboxes for spikes, so... Wait. Okay, now I can dash. Kaizo is a Japanese term which actually means reconstructed in English, although it took a different connotation following the release of the hack Super Mario Kaizo, or Kaizo Mario World. Where then it meant basically really hard and requires a lot of precision and training. Of course, it would work better if... This would work a bit better if the spikes here were actually chosen to be more squarish. To be fair, in the original Mega Man Classic series, spikes were also squarish too, but that was due to engine limitations, or rather console limitations. I don't know why I can't do the double jump there. Again, if this was a ROM hack, this wouldn't be so much of a hassle. Or if this was the Magnal 2 or Mega Mix engine. I disagree wholly with that. Updogg. Considering how much skill and precision and replaying they require, they fit the textbook definition of Kaizo. The problem with dashing is I don't really have enough space to do it fast enough. Of course, that can happen too. Thank you, engine. A tower, I guess? I'll give it 1 minute, then I'll just open up in the level editor. Again, for these kinds of levels, I'm not really that skilled with them, or enough skilled with Mega Man Maker, nor do I have the patience. Again, I don't know what's going on here. It's been about 5 minutes. I'm getting out of here. Sorry, we'll just waste time going over this over and over. I would try this more if this was a ROM hack. So let's take a look. Just a straight shot upwards. This is the part I kept failing at. I don't know why I couldn't make the jump here, or double jump. Just to be safe, I'm gonna see for myself what it is. I don't know if it's appropriate to show this on stream, so let's just say that the rest of the stage is about as difficult. And you have to go on a spinning top to get up there. Okay, I'll just show up to the last part. We start here, go all the way up here. And this is the part where you actually have to be careful and dodge the spikes repeatedly. And remember, there is no checkpoint, and this is the part where I kept failing at. And this is where we end the stage. Now, I won't show the upper part of this tower, as it may be too inappropriate for YouTube, so let's just say that the ending is the easiest part. Fourteenth up is Revenge of the Fallen Tree Retrospectiva Boss Rush by Lipatio, with 53 plays and a score of 15. I wasn't able to finish the last stage. Oh, I remember this boss battle. Each one of these was taken from a different level series by Lipatio. Of course, he's weak against the Metal Blade. And that was deliberate, by the way, because every time I defeat a boss, it'll count as completing the level, so until I get to the end boss, I will reset or forcefully die so I can get back here. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Kind of a risky battle, to be honest. Especially if we don't know what the jump height is. Next time we'll destroy it. Oh, those are actually spikes. I thought they were actually part of the background. No matter, I was close to the end anyways. Oh no, I remember this one. I just used E-tanks for this one. Because I didn't exactly destroy them, I'll try again. Oh, destroying one of them destroys both of them. I thought they were independent from each other. Sadly, we can't see the level IDs, so we don't see which stages these are coming from. Mission accomplished. That's the first row done. Oh. Another one down. I'll take a look at your level, Reginald. Ah, I remember this. I think. Penis. The Elevator of Death. I love this battle. And you have to do it in reverse if you get too high. Or just do that. And fall to your death instead. Well, you get the gist of it. Cyberopolis City, yeah, that was the stage. I like that one. Oil. Well, this was a cakewalk. Dongs is also on my playlist, but I'll save for later. I'm not exactly in the mood for a difficult fan game. I know that Dongs was the inspiration of, for example, Square with Minus Infinity. And that ends the stage. I don't really have anything more to say about it. Fifteenth up is Plunger Man by Joel Gale 7 with 16 plays and a score of 1. This level ID was submitted by Jerry Man. For a stage called Plunger Man, I would think we have a different stage team, like Toadman's team, but graphically this stage looks nice, similar to how the fourth stage was. Everything has a nice shade of blue. Good way to introduce that. First in a safe environment, now in a more dangerous one, but still easily avoidable. Now in a place where it isn't easily avoidable. You actually have to pay attention to the gimmick. Good 3-step process. I think that's what it's called at the very least. Some call it antipiece. Two separate routes too. Let's go by tradition's sake and go to the right. I didn't see the pathways link up with each other, so I guess this is a really level-wide split. See you later, Panta. Boy, I wish that could work. This stage is called Plunger Man. Oh, sorry, Panta. Usually people say that before leaving. I can't believe how... In fact, I can't believe, on an unrelated note, how fast the channel has grown. Thanks to the advent of Mega Man fan games, and especially Mega Man Maker. In just 2 years, I've gone from several hundred subscribers to almost 1,001. To almost 1,000. I don't know exactly what I'll do for my 1,000 sub special. I already know what I'm going to be doing for April Fools, but for 1,000 subs... I wanted to save Let's Playing the first game I've ever covered on the channel for the anniversary, but we'll see. Mind you, the Magmake's example game is also on my 2 playlist. For April Fools, I'm not covering exactly Mega Man levels, but, well, it depends on the date. I'm gonna be covering, well, some particular fan games. Long story short, for April Fools, this April Fools, I will be covering my least favorite Mega Man fan game. I've already been dropping hints of which one it is. Wait for April 1st for that, there'll be a stream. I won't do a full Let's Play of it. I'm just gonna put it out there, I don't like the game at all. It's a Mega Man fan game, so DOS is not considered under that. And before anyone asks, no, my least favorite Mega Man fan game is not Eternal. 16th up is Control Station 1, The Bottom Controline by Genox74, with 6 plays and a score of 3. Oh neat, we've transitioned over from the Mega Saga over to this. And technically, I haven't covered my most favorite ROM hack on the channel yet. I want to save that for later once I practice it enough. The ROM hack you're referring to, I'll play in about 2 weeks. Tomorrow I'll be playing one more Mega Man fan game, or related fan game, to be honest. And then next week I'll go back to ROM hacks, and the week after that I will start the ROM hack. I don't want to jump headfirst into that right now. I want to enjoy the rest of the beginning of January. Minus Infinity, as I said, I'm gonna save for later. Well, okay, I'll just put it out there. Currently, Minus Infinity is my current favorite Mega Man ROM hack. Although 4 Voyage is a close contender. But before I do a Let's Play of that, I really want to practice a bit more on it. And the ROM hack you're referring to, Buster, that'll be in 2 weeks. It's gonna require 2 streams to complete. This is the way to cheat, but I'll do it the fair way. Oh, don't worry about that, Buster. I'll have frame control enabled if necessary, or frame by frame. All I know is that editing that's gonna be really fun. And yes, before anyone asks, the Let's Play version of Rockman CX will come out later this year, once I finish the editing of all the episodes. I know, I've been falling behind. That really should be done. I'll see if I can get it out by February. The closest equivalent to Minus Infinity I can see in terms of programming craziness would probably be CX, but well, we all know what CX's level design is. Part of the reason is because I'm screwing up too much and rushing. Yeah, same to Rockman R, Jadok. That'll come after CX though. Because technically for CX I skipped one boss battle, which I need to showcase for the Let's Play version. So, well, I'll have to re-record that. I don't blame you. Minus Infinity it was kind of designed for a more niche audience as well. Thankfully, it has a lot of difficulty tuning options. Not to mention dynamic difficulty. CX feels more like a meme. Minus Infinity feels much more serious, to be honest. I know Pure Sabe is still very important to the Mega Man 4 ROM hacking scene. They're still making ROM hacks, for example, the New Year's series. Hi Monica, welcome to the stream. Oh boy, I picked the worst character for this. I've heard of it. He is more important than Tatsu, I'd say. This was a neat level, although its difficulty curve is kind of wonky. Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed some of his rants of Mega Man 7's design on Twitter. Alright, 17th up is Dr. Ride 2 Flail Man by Rojold 2, with 16 plays and a score of 5. A flail is a melee weapon. Think of it like a smaller version of a ball and chain. Hang on a moment. Alright, looked up Wikipedia. That's one way to think about Dive-Booming. The reason why I want to use it is if you want to bash someone around the shield. Or you want to bash through a shield at the same time. Or strike around the parry. Whereas with a mace, you can't really do that because you can't curve it. It is related to the ball and chain. In fact, if the Mace Joes didn't throw their maces, or the Hammer Joes didn't throw their hammers, they'd effectively be like flails. Flail Joe wouldn't be out of place. You bring up an interesting point, Genok and Dive-Booming. I'm kinda surprised there weren't more cosmetic variations on the Joe series, similar to how they are with the Metars. Exactly, Panda. That's one of the examples I was trying to think of. Teaming-wise, it seems fine, but I feel it could do better if it had some more melee enemies. But sadly, they aren't kind of present in the engine. I just realized I have Flail Man's weapon with me. Oops. Oh. Okay. Let's do this no damage then. Thank you for cooperating so much, Nightman. A Flail Man encounter would probably work more like how the Hammer Joes work. Oops, not that. If it gets a thumbs up, it's an okay to decent level, I'd say. Probably more okay. Alright, I'll be right back in a moment. For this final part of the stream, I'll cover some levels from the most popular queue. There's only about 10 minutes left anyways. No, Spring Man is not a flail, definitely not. Congrats on getting the most popular queue. '18th up is Sparkle Man by Slicer, with 101 plays and a score of 41. Welcome, Vinganca. You're in the last 10 minutes of the stream. You missed most of the levels. Only have basically blue or ice type weapons. Or shiny stuff. Unfortunately for Ghostingbust, I didn't actually see a message. What happened was probably YouTube ate it up. I had so many problems trying to read and respond to comments this week. It was crazy. Whenever I tried responding to something, it kept erroring out. Not to mention disappearing messages. I'll double check again today. It seemed to somewhat resolve itself yesterday. Aesthetically, it looks shiny. Gameplay-wise, or level design-wise, not doing much for me. What just happened? I don't know what enemy I just destroyed there. Fairly short level, but to be expected. This level probably coasted up here thanks to the support of a YouTuber, fanbase, group, the name, and aesthetics, not so much level design. I mean, compared to J-Rock's Sparkle or Sparkman stage, or Sparky Man, I mean, that actually had some level design. Well, this has level design, I mean more interesting level design. Gotcha, I'll check it. Well, the stage sparkles at the very least. Nineteenth up is Revolver Cactus by ViralStar, with 73 plays and a score of 25. Interesting name, but does it live up to it? Past experience says, probably not. All I know is it's going to take place in a desert, and it's going to have coldens. You know, despite the stage using Frostman's team, it's somewhat appropriate now that I think about it. Kinda gives it more of a somber feel though. Or sadder feel. More melancholic. Now here's the level that has much better level design. Now we're just breaking into 100 down base, filled with these commands and other enemies. The dive missile was really buffed in this engine. Its accuracy is better, and you can spam it much more. So much better than the Crash Bomb. You get 28 ammo for it, for example. Darn. All I know is it's definitely before December, probably before November. And it was on a morning stream. Because I know you commented on it, Daibuman. Yeah, he did a better job, but I felt it should be at least twice as long. Nevertheless, the introductory parts were better. The advantage of having the weakness. Nah, that's probably something else. It would be. So the 20th and final level of the stream is Take Some of Your Own Medicine by Sigmanian with 19 plays and a score of 6. Gonna be a really short one. Oh, okay. Actually, you know what, I'll cover one more stage. Because we've seen this at least almost 100 times by now. Bean's easy version. Oh, on stream or off stream? Let me see the message. Hang on for a moment. Which discussion do you mean in general? I'm looking under the general channel, the level discussion channel, I don't see it. Do you mean on YouTube or Discord? Oh, I see what you mean now, hold on. I know exactly what you mean by discussion. Okay, the message you sent about a week ago. Alright, I found it. Well, I'll summarize his message. Basically, what he's saying is that he's working on something big, and it will use the items in 1.6, but that'll be for later, whenever the update comes out. So there'll be 5 levels, or 5 worlds. It's going to be like a level pack / fan game, but it'll take some time, so see you when 1.6 comes out. I hope that's the correct one. It's gone over 2 hours, so I think I'll end off the stream right now. The level submitted in Galaxy Man will be the first level I'll cover during the next stream. Yeah, my apologies for not reading your message earlier. YouTube was kind of having some issues with messages. So overall, out of the 20 levels I played on stream, my favorite level would be Cannon Ducts Spice Navy Master Elite. I'll figure out the honorable mentions in post. Well then, I'll see you all tonight for the evening stream. Now for the evening stream, I won't be covering any level packs, just more reviews of my levels for a change. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles!